Once upon a time, there was a man that existed amongst the companions who used to you'd see him talking normally and smiling or laughing, and then suddenly at occasions he would start to cry and cry so much until he went unconscious. The companions told the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam about this man to try and read on him for healing. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam called this man and wanted to help him. He took him aside and he said, "What happens to you, my brother?" The man said to him, "Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I was never going to tell anyone this, but now that you have asked me, I must tell you. Before I embraced Islam, I used to have a daughter, and when she was born, I wanted to bury her. Because the cultural ideology came into my mind, and I started to think that when she grows older, she will bring shame to my family. But I stopped myself. My heart for my daughter was overpowering me. Years and years went by as I watched her grow, and then one day, when she reached close to a blossoming age, she was about to become a lady. He said, I began to have nightmares and desperation and distress. The pain of my culturalism came into me, thinking of the shame that my daughter is going to bring with me if she walked off with another fellow, and brought shame to all my ancestors. Day by day I wanted to do something, but then my heart, my love stopped me. Until one day he said, I could not handle it anymore, Ya Rasulullah. I said to her mother, dress her up with neat clothes and comb her hair nicely and decorate her face, and tell her your father today is taking out to a party, a celebration, so that she can play with the other friends of hers. The mother knew that the father was up to a plot and a plan. So she dressed her daughter up, she combed her hair while she was crying. The mother was crying, and she powdered her face and made her nice. While the mother was crying, the daughter is asking, what's wrong, mother? And the mother would say, nothing, daughter. She is not allowed, otherwise the husband will beat her or probably even kill her. The daughter said, Daddy is taking me out for celebration. I love my daddy. After decorating her, the father came along in the evening, and he took his daughter. The wife grabbed her husband's hand and said to him and whispered to him, but his daughter could hear. And she said some words that made his heart shiver and the daughter to remember. Oh man, do not lose the trust. Your daughter is your trust. The man took his daughter away, and on his way, he is thinking to himself, what am I going to do? And the daughter is playing around her father, thinking that her father loves her. He said, I approached a very deep well, which was steep and deep and had rocks, sharp at the bottom. He said, suddenly the pains and the agonies in my culturalism came and burnt me, and I began to think, should I throw her? Should I not throw her? So I would come close, then my heart would not let me. Suddenly the culturalism would come in. He said, I wrestled and I wrestled. Suddenly when I came close to the well, I grabbed my daughter and I threw her into the well. And my daughter, with her open, horrific eyes, looking at me and saying to me, "Oh, Dad, don't lose the trust. Don't lose the trust, Daddy. Don't lose the trust." The man then threw her into the well. He said, "Ya Rasulullah." She kept falling, saying, "Don't lose the trust, Daddy. Don't lose the trust," until her tiny little voice went away and I could not hear her anymore, and she died, Ya Rasulullah. The Prophet ﷺ looked up at him, and his beard was soaked with tears, ﷺ. And the Prophet ﷺ said to him, "If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was to allow me to punish anyone for the killing and the murder of anyone before Islam, I would have started with you. I would have started with you." The Prophet ﷺ was the most compassionate even to the women, and he used to say to them, "Take care of your precious pearls, your daughters and your wives. Have kindness towards your wives and be patient with them." So my dear brothers, let us be patient and be respectful to our mothers, to our wives, to our daughters and to our sisters, and give them the respect they deserve. That's for today. See you in the next story.